Fast forward, mom gets out of jail. She's been fighting for her child ever since. I am absolutely amazed with how much legal work she's done. She's studied things, filed every single filing that she's done on her own. She's very thorough. I'm so impressed. She now lives in Nebraska with a friend. She came to Wyoming for this court case, which, by the way, was in a criminal court. Don't ask me why. This should be in a family court. Why it was in a criminal court, I have no idea. So she went through this nasty battle by herself. They brought up all kinds of things. They lied about her in court, just completely attacked her. Let me just interject a very crucial part of this story. The guardian ad litem that he presented himself to the mother as the guardian ad litem when she'd been in jail a couple days. And when I called in, told him I'm former law enforcement, I've been a victim advocate, I was helping with this case. He also alluded that he was the guardian ad litem to me, and he knew that's why I was calling, because I said, I understand you're the guardian ad litem, and I told him all this stuff under the pretenses that he was guardian ad litem. Guess what? The sucker lied. He was not the guardian ad litem. He was the attorney for the guardian parents who he was related to, and also related to the father. He is a guardian ad litem, but he was never assigned to this case. A guardian ad litem has to be assigned by a judge, which he was not. This is absolutely despicable, and it should be criminal. In the court case, they found that this foster parent, these guardian parents, had changed the name of the baby, got a birth certificate and a social security card illegally, took the baby to a different doctor than what he'd been seen before, got him vaccinated against the parents' wishes. They wanted to decide which vaccines that the child got and which ones he didn't. They did all this illegally, which was brought up in court, and nothing happened to this guardian family. I'm just dealing with this. We found out there's several family members. They're all related to dad, and they're all related to the foster or the guardian parents. And guardian ad litem. They have, I think his wife and his son work at the same courthouse. I mean, this is all being heavily manipulated, in my opinion. This is legal child trafficking, in my opinion, because it's being done by the courts. So she did get custody of her baby. The judge did not have the right to keep this child from her. She got custody pending reunification visits. They are withholding that from her. Now, let me clarify here, because I'll say, oh, that's not true. She has the right to visit. They put this attorney, the ethical attorney, in charge of doing those visits, of coordinating the visits. They said, the judge said it could be done in a neutral place or where the babies, or at the guardian family home, which, by the way, they were stripped of their guardianship. They have no legal rights to this child at all. They came back later and said, okay, they have a right to hold the baby until the reunification happens, but they don't have any legal rights to this child. So they were supposed to give her a visit at a certain time. It went like a week or so over. She had to fight for that. They refused to do it in a neutral place. They would not do it in the park across from where they lived at. They made the mother come there. She is an hour away. She's staying in a hotel room. She's been there since April, paying for a hotel room every single night, which, of course, she's run out of money a long time ago. All of us are pitching in, trying to help her. But it's an hour away. So she either has to Uber, which is, $130, $150, something like that, or she was able to find a Good Samaritan that drove her an hour there and an hour back. He is somebody from the community. The family knows him. He's well respected. They refused to let him in. They said that she had to visit by herself. Now, there was no stipulations on these guardian parents. They had other adults there. The mother was afraid to go in, whether they were going to hurt her because they lied and perjured themselves in court, or they were going to say that she did something or something had happened. It would be her word against theirs. So she fought like crazy to try to get a neutral place, try to get somebody there. The only time she was given a visit was that me and my law enforcement background, I was able to call. She scheduled the visit, and I was able to call for a keeping of the peace officer that showed up. This officer wasn't very happy about it, was not very nice, said she wouldn't do it again. Court order is a court order. They're supposed to be, those keeping of the peace are supposed to happen when needed based off a court order. So I'm telling you, there's so much cooperation, there's so much corruption, in my opinion, in this whole thing.